Welcome to Wilbur D. Rowe Middle School, where the teachers are great and every single kid is cool. Truly learn with a common goal. We are safe, respectful, and responsible. Home to math minds, some of the best readers, musicians, athletes, scholars, and web leaders. Lots happening in this wonderful place, and there's only one way to stay up to date. So if you got a case of the sandbox blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock news. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock news. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Alright, here we go.
Alright.
Tres.
That's not helping.
Dos.
Okay.
Cinco.
Cinco. Alright. People of Rowe, we have returned.
That's right, the greatest middle school news program on both sides of the Mississippi is here with another great episode.
I'm Ellie.
And I'm Allie.
Let's start this week's Shamrock News with an update on our 100 million word challenge.
Sixth grade winner is Ashley Monroe, who read The Body in the Woods. Seventh grade winner is Dylan Bradford Hoggett, reading Touching Spirit Bear.
The eighth grade winner is Tara Hall, who read The Fault in Our Stars.
Sixth grade is at 13,084,734. Orange, you glad you're doing so good?
Seventh graders at 12,308,215. Do you see how much better your word count is than last time?
Eighth grade is at 9,393,431.
Your word count is getting hard to spot. Staff, your word count is 4,997,037. You better pick it up. Our total is 39,783,417. We're doing pretty great. It's really sad that this feels like a house.
We'd like to remind you that we started a food drive that will run through the remainder of this week until December 11th. Please bring in non-perishable food items that you'd be willing to donate.
There are many families in our community that struggle with food insecurity. Food insecurity is the state of being without reliable access to sufficient quantity of affordable, nutritious food. So every year, Elks Lodge of Milwaukee runs a food drive in November to December to help members of our community who experience food insecurities. Starting today, Rowe Middle School will be collecting food as a part of that fundraiser to help those in need. We will be collecting the following items: peanut butter, jelly, pasta and pasta sauce, canned vegetables, canned fruit, soup, tuna, snacks such as crackers, nuts, and other snacks. If you or your pupils are able to bring any of these items into school, we will collect them. Just bring them to your first period class. Shamrock News members will come around and grab the food at the end of each day.
This isn't a competition about who can bring the most food or how much we can bring in. If we get 1,000 food items, that's incredible. If we get one food item, that's one more food item than we had before. Also, there are people at the school who might need access to food over the next couple months. If you're interested in helping your family get food, visit Harry in the counseling office and he can give you the correct paperwork for your family to fill out.
Thank you for all your help, Rowe. We look forward to working together to make our community a brighter place.
The dance is this Friday night, and day one of the Shamrock News held a press conference in order to answer all the questions you might have regarding the dance.
Josie,
When is the dance?
the dance will be this Friday, December 7th, 6 to 8 p.m. Parker,
How much does it cost for the dance?
the dance costs $2 to get in, but if you bring your 1 Million Word Club bracelet from this year or last year, you can get in for free. Viviana,
What should attendees wear?
You can wear anything that makes you feel comfortable. If you want to wear basketball shorts, you can wear them. If you want to dress up and wear a dress and a tie and a tuxedo, you can wear them, as long as it's school appropriate. Marian.
Will there be concessions for hungry bellies and parched throats?
Yes, there will be concessions sold in the cafeteria. Ian.
Are there any behavior expectations in order to attend?
Yes, you may not have any referrals or suspensions from the beginning of the second quarter until now, no exceptions. Vanessa.
Who's playing the música?
We have hired a DJ for the night who will be playing our playlist. Kiana.
What is the theme of the dance?
The theme is Jungle Safari. Cece.
Can I bring a friend from another school?
No. Mr. Diggs.
Can I do any of the recently learned fork knife dances at this dance?
You? No. Everyone else? Yeah. Evan.
Will the dance be lit?
Yes, we will have the proper lighting accommodations to ensure the room will be sufficiently lit. No further questions.
Nora has so many friends and loved ones at Rowe Middle School, and she wants to make cupcakes for all of them. However, she needs some help figuring out how many cupcakes to make and how much of each ingredient she will need. Her predicament is the focus of this week. When are we ever going to use this?
When are we ever?
When are we ever? ¿Cuándo vamos a?
When are we ever?
When are we ever?
When are we ever? When are we ever?
When are we ever?
When are we ever? When are we ever? When are we gonna use this?
Nora's birthday is just around the corner.
I have 65 friends who I'm going to make cupcakes for. 34 people want vanilla and 31 want chocolate.
The vanilla cupcake recipe makes 24 cupcakes and requires the following: 1/4 cup salted butter, 1/4 cup vegetable oil, 3/4 cup sugar, 3/4 cup buttermilk, 2 large eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 3/4 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon salt. The chocolate cupcake recipe makes 14 cupcakes and requires the following: 3/4 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 large eggs, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of light brown sugar, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1/2 cup of buttermilk. And we need your help. How many of each ingredients will she need?
When are we ever?
When are we ever? ¿Cuándo vamos a?
When are we ever?
When are we ever?
When are we ever? When are we ever?
When are we ever?
When are we ever? When are we ever? When are we gonna use this?
Just a reminder, this month's theme is diligence.
Our very own Shamrock News correspondent, Silas Johnson, blessed this week's Tiny School Desk concert with a tune originally sung by Old Blue Eyes himself.
Old Blue Eyes himself.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets I've had a few, but then again too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the words he truly feels, and not to earn which he kneels. So the record shows I took the blows and did it my Yes, it was my way.
That battery's about to die.
Miss Draymond and Mrs. Harris have started a new club that will take place on Mondays after school.
Have you ever heard of Ascension, Fuego, or the Black Student Organization? Well, here at Rowe, we're going to start something new.
So that means that if you identify as Black, Latino, Asian, Middle Eastern, Native American, African American, mixed, biracial, bicultural, or if you're still figuring that out,
that this club is for you. We will meet on Monday from 4:15 to 5:15. See you there.
Anywhere you go, anywhere you look, you can find me on the low with my nose in a book, turning through the pages, reading through the script, about to hit a million words. Yeah, it's lit, 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 lit. Said it's lit, 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 lit. Yeah, it's lit, 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 lit.
Hi, I'm Annalise. And I'm Sarah. And this is our book. It's called I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter by Erica Sanchez. Okay. In our book, the main character, Julia, lives in a very conservative household where her family kind of treats her like she's the troublemaker, whereas her sister is treated like she's the perfect daughter. She is a scholar, has big, nice friends, she's polite, respectful.
When sister gets in a tragic accident, she passes away, and her sister kind of sneaks into her room to find out more about her sister and try to be closer to her, but she uncovers some secrets about her that might
might ruin the reputation she once had.
This is the sharing ball. What I liked about the novel was that they had short chapters, so you knew when the next chapter would be, which kind of helps you so then you don't get bored. And then I liked how she wrote it really well, so then you could, every time it just pulled you back into the chapter.
Okay, the thing I really enjoyed about this novel, is that it's like a mystery, basically, but it's like really interesting and it pulls you back in. You want to know what makes her not perfect, like her sister not perfect. And it's like, what did she do? Maybe she's the troublemaker.
Some types of readers that would enjoy this novel are...
The type of reader that would enjoy this novel would be someone who likes mystery and realistic fiction.
Another type of reader that would enjoy this novel is a book where the character has to overcome something and like kind of like better understand who herself is. And doesn't really like get to really know herself until the end and like better understand herself.
Thanks for joining us this week, Rowe, for this week's It's Lit /vlog. See you next time
with Kronk
and Martinez.
Peace. Rowe Middle School will be hosting a free throw competition on Wednesday, December 19th, 2018.
Also, the Rowe basketball team practices start today after school. Games will take place every other Friday. Come to tonight's practice to be a part of the team.
On Wednesday, December 19th, Rowe Middle School will be partnering with the Milwaukee Elks Lodge to host a free throws competition during all 3 lunches.
Yeah. Everyone will get 5 warm-up shots and then shoot 10 free throws. We will have an 11-year-old boys champion, an 11-year-old girls champion, a 12 and 13-year-old boys champion, and a 12 and 13 girls champion.
In order to participate, you can't turn 14 before April 1st of 2019.
One hand. The 4 winners will be invited to participate in the Elks Lodge free throw contest on Saturday, January 13th, 2019.
The winner of that day's competition will then complete at the state free throw competition for an opportunity to go to Chicago and compete in the national tournament.
Don't worry about it. I don't need to shoot. So Wednesday, December 19th, 2018, come on down to the gym during your lunch if you'd like to participate in the Rowe Middle School free throw contest. The Boys and Girls Club in Rowe Middle School are starting out their very own basketball team.
The season starts next Wednesday, December 5th, and will run until RBA starts in the spring.
Practices are every Wednesday at 4:25 through 5:55.
Games will be held against each other and against other schools every other Friday.
So if you got some free time and desire to get your hoop on, then come out and participate at the Rowe basketball team.
Thanks for joining us this week, Rowe.
See you next time on the Shamrock News.
Hi, I want to give a Shamrock shout out to Haley, Miss Ray, Miss Lindy, Mr. Stewart, and Miss Harris for being there for me and helping me.
I'd like to give a Shamrock shout out to everyone in the school, because you're cool.
Hi, I'm Ms. Welker, and I would like to give a Shamrock shout out to all of my amazing 6th grade students, both this year and all the years past.
I want to give a Shamrock shout out to Danny and Lily and Cole.
I want to do a shout out to Gavin Smarts, Fun Check with News, and Miss Davey.
I want to give a Shamrock shout out to Silas and Marion for being good friends.
Hey, I would like to give a Shamrock shout out to Alicio and Drake.
I'd like to give a Shamrock shout out to Cora and Kira and Aaliyah and Sissy.
Shamrock shout out to Roberto Garcia. He's done so awesome and it's so great to see him every week.
I'd like to give a Shamrock shout out to my friend Parker.
3, 2.
People of Rowe, we have returned.
Silent.
3, 2.
Wait. Yeah, just bam.
That's going in the bloopers, by the way.
Punch it. Okay, we don't know. And
I'm riding my horse.
Who needs a limo when you got their donkey?
Sorry, I missed it. You want to start?
You just have to be here to see the position. But no, this is just weird. Like we're like always calm.